This video is about the result of the 2024 state election in Thuringia. I will explain the election result and the consequences. In 2024, the AfD, led by Björn Höcke, won the state election in Thuringia with over 30% of the vote. This marks the first time a far-right party has won an election to a state parliament in Germany. The AfD's campaign focused on issues such as immigration, crime, and the federal government's Ukraine policy, resonating with many voters, particularly in eastern Germany. Björn Höcke, known for his extreme right-wing views, led the party to this significant victory. The CDU secured second place in the Thuringia election with nearly 24% of the vote. Their top candidate, Voigt, positioned the CDU as an alternative to the previous government led by Bodo Ramelow of the left. Despite the AfD's success, Voigt categorically ruled out any cooperation with the party. The CDU sees itself as the strongest force in the political center and also claims the mandate to form the government. Voigt emphasized that the CDU is ready to take the lead in forming a new government. The Left Party, which had held the position of minister-president in Thuringia since 2014, suffered a massive loss in the 2024 election, securing only about 13% of the vote, down from over 30% in 2019. Minister-President Bodo Ramelow, despite his popularity, could not prevent the party's decline. During the campaign, Ramelow focused on opposing the AfD but failed to convince voters. He now sees the mandate to govern as belonging to the CDU. The Sarah-Wagenknecht Alliance, BSW, managed to secure over 15% of the vote in the Thuringia state election, entering the state parliament for the first time. The party, founded by former Left Party politician Sarah Wagenknecht, gained traction with its criticism of arms deliveries to Ukraine and its call for negotiations with Russia. The BSW also campaigned against immigration and for social security. However, the BSW ruled out any cooperation with the AfD. The SPD received just over 6% of the vote in the 2024 Thuringia state election, allowing it to remain in the state parliament, though with a historically poor result. Top candidate George Meyer, despite his extensive experience in the state government, failed to win over enough voters. The SPD's campaign was overshadowed by geopolitical issues beyond the party's control, leading to a lack of voter mobilization. The Greens did not make it into the state parliament in the 2024 Thuringia election, receiving only 3.3% of the vote, falling short of the 5% threshold. Top candidates Madeleine Henfling and Bernhard Stengel were unable to prevent the party's exit from parliament. Green issues such as climate protection and the environment played a minimal role in the election campaign. Additionally, dissatisfaction with the state government and backlash from Berlin contributed to the Greens' poor performance. The FDP received only 1.2% of the vote in the 2024 Thuringia state election, failing to clear the 5% threshold and losing its representation in the state parliament. The party's top candidate, Thomas Kemmerich, who briefly served as minister-president, could not convince voters. The FDP struggled significantly during the campaign and failed to address relevant issues. The party's poor performance highlights its deep crisis. Following the 2024 Thuringia state election, the state faces a challenging government formation process. Although the AfD received the most votes, it lacks partners to form a government. The CDU might attempt to form a coalition with the BSW and SPD. However, cooperation with the left is considered unlikely. A minority government is also possible, but the Democratic parties aim for stable political conditions. The negotiations are expected to be difficult and lengthy. Voter turnout in the 2024 Thuringia state election was approximately 73.5%, significantly higher than the 64.9% turnout in the 2019 election. The high turnout indicates that the people of Thuringia are highly interested in the political development of their state. Controversial issues in the campaign, such as immigration and Ukraine policy, mobilized many voters. The high turnout could also impact the formation of the government.